Crafted from the finest gold and adorned with sparkling gemstones, the anklet pulsed with an otherworldly energy. In the sprawling African kingdom of Serengeti, nestled between vast plains and ancient forests, there lived a princess named Amani. From the moment she was born, whispers of her destiny filled the air. She was to be the beacon of hope for her people, the one who would lead them to prosperity and peace. Princess Amani grew up under the watchful eye of her father, King Malik, a wise and just ruler who instilled in her the values of compassion, courage, and humility. But it was her mother, Queen Zahara, who gifted her with the most precious treasure of all, a magical anklet that had been passed down through generations of their royal lineage. Crafted from the finest gold and adorned with sparkling gemstones, the anklet pulsed with an otherworldly energy, radiating warmth and life. Legend spoke of its power to bring abundance to the land and protect its people from harm. Amani treasured it dearly, wearing it as a symbol of her connection to her ancestors and her responsibility to her kingdom. As Amani grew older, her beauty and grace became renowned throughout the land, drawing suitors from far and wide. Yet she remained steadfast in her commitment to her people, refusing to marry until she found the partner who shared her vision of a just and prosperous Serengeti. One fateful night, as the kingdom prepared to celebrate Amani's coming of age and her imminent coronation, tragedy struck. A group of bandits, led by the cunning and ruthless Zuberi, launched a daring raid on the palace, intent on seizing its treasures and sowing chaos in the land. With stealth and cunning, Zuberi and his band of thieves infiltrated the palace walls, bypassing the guards and slipping into the heart of the royal chambers. There, they laid eyes on the princess's anklet, its beauty mesmerizing them with its promise of untold riches and power. In the dead of night, as the kingdom slept, Zuberi and his cohorts made their move, snatching the anklet from its pedestal and vanishing into the darkness before anyone could raise the alarm. When Amani awoke to find her precious treasure missing, her heart sank and her kingdom trembled with fear. Determined to reclaim what was rightfully hers and restore hope to her people, Princess Amani embarked on a quest unlike any other. With the aid of her closest allies, Rafiki the wise sage, Kwame the fearless warrior, and Simba the cunning trickster, she set out into the wilds of Serengeti, following the trace of clues left behind by the thieves. Their journey was fraught with danger and uncertainty, as they faced fierce beasts, treacherous terrain, and the ever-looming threat of Zuberi and his band of outlaws. Yet, with each trial, they overcame. Amani and her companions grew stronger in spirit and more determined to their resolve. Along the way, they encountered a colorful cast of characters, from wise old elephants who shared tales of ancient wisdom to mischievous monkeys who led them astray with their pranks. Each encounter tested their courage, wit, and resilience, shaping them into the heroes they were destined to become. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the wilderness, Amani learned valuable lessons about leadership, sacrifice, and the true meaning of power. She discovered that strength lay not in the wielding of swords or the amassing of wealth, but in the bonds of friendship, the courage to stand up for what is right, and the unwavering belief in one's own ability to create change. Finally, after many trials and tribulations, Princess Amani and her companions came face to face with Zuberi and his band of thieves in a dramatic showdown that would decide the fate of Serengeti. With courage and determination, they fought tooth and nail to reclaim the stolen anklet and restore peace to their kingdom once and for all. In the end, Amani emerged victorious, not only reclaiming her precious treasure, but also earning the respect and admiration of her people. As she stood before them, her heart filled with gratitude and humility, Princess Amani knew that her journey was far from over, for the tale of the princess's stolen anklet had become a legend, inspiring generations to come with its message of courage, perseverance, and the enduring power of hope. And though the anklet itself was but a simple trinket, its true value lay in the hearts of those who believed in its magic. A reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always light to be found for those who dare to seek it. The oracle spoke of a child born with two skins, destined to bring prosperity or doom upon their people. Once upon a time, in the heart of Africa, there lived a girl named Bisi. From the day she was born, whispers danced through the village about her unusual trait. She was born with two skins. One was the familiar cocoa brown of her people, but the other was a shimmering silver, glistening like moonlight on water. Bisi's parents, both humble farmers, knew their daughter was special, but they also feared the reactions of their community. They kept her hidden away, shielding her from prying eyes and raging tongues. As Bisi grew, her dual nature became harder to conceal. Despite her parents' efforts, rumors spread like wildfire, painting her as a creature of darkness or a gift from the gods, depending on who you ask. One day, a great drought descended upon the land, withering crops and drying up rivers. Desperation gripped the village as hunger stalked the streets. In a desperate bid to save their people, the village elders consulted the oracle. The oracle spoke of a child born with two skins, destined to bring prosperity or doom upon their people. Some saw Bisi as the savior they had been waiting for, while others saw her as a curse to be banished. Fearing for her safety, Bisi's parents sent her into the wilderness, where she wandered alone, unsure of her place in the world. But as she journeyed, she discovered the true extent of her power. With a touch, she could bring life back to the barren earth. With a word, she could summon rain from the heavens. With a song, she could soothe the souls of the weary. Word of Bisi's miracle spread far and wide, reaching even the ears of the king himself. Intrigued, the king sent his finest warriors to find her and bring her to his court. At first, Bisi was wary of the king's intentions, but she soon realized that he too was desperate to save his people. Together, they worked tirelessly to bring relief to the drought-stricken land. But as the rains returned and the crops flourished once more, jealousy and greed reared their ugly heads. Some accused Bisi of using dark magic to control the elements, while others sought to exploit her powers for their own gain. In the end, it was not Bisi's powers that saved the kingdom, but her unwavering belief in the goodness of humanity. Through her kindness and compassion, she united the people, bridging the divide between rich and poor, powerful and powerless. And so, Bisi's tale became legend, whispered around campfires and sung in the halls of kings. For she was not just a girl born with two skins, but a beacon of hope in a world filled with darkness. But as the years passed, a seed of discontent began to take root in her life. In the heart of the African savannah, where the sun painted the landscape with golden hues and the wind whispered secrets through the tall grass, there lived a woman named Tinu. She was the epitome of grace and beauty, her laughter like the melody of the birds that dance in the sky. Tinu's love story with her husband Collins was the stuff of legends. They had grown up together in the same village, their lives entwined from the moment they took their first breath. Their love blossomed like the wild flowers that carpeted the plains, and soon they were inseparable. Collins was a man of remarkable kindness and compassion. His heart overflowed with generosity, and he dedicated his days to helping those in need throughout the village. Whether it was repairing a neighbor's hut or sharing his wisdom with the children, Collins' selflessness knew no bounds. Tinu admired her husband's noble nature, but as the years passed, a seed of discontent began to take root in her life. She yearned for Collins' undivided attention, to have him all to herself, without the constant demands of the village pulling him away. She tried to ignore those feelings, burying them beneath the facade of contentment, but they simmered beneath the surface, threatening to consume her. One evening, as Tinu sat beneath the sprawling branches of a baobab tree, her thoughts heavy with longing, an old storyteller approached her. His eyes sparkled with ancient wisdom, and his voice carried the weight of centuries past. "What troubles you, child?" he asked, his voice a soothing balm to Tinu's troubled soul. With tears glistening in her eyes, Tinu poured out her heart to the storyteller. She spoke of her love for Collins, of the emptiness that gnawed at her soul when he was away, and of her desperate desire to have him all to herself. The storyteller listened intently, nodding in understanding as Tinu spoke. Then, with a knowing smile, he began to weave a tale, a story that would change Tinu's life forever. He spoke of a majestic lioness named Nala, who roamed the savannah with a grace that commanded the respect of all who beheld her. Nala was the queen of her pride, her presence a testament to her strength and resilience. But despite her regal demeanor, Nala carried a burden within her heart. She watched as her lionesses tended to their cubs and found close bonds with one another, leaving Nala feeling isolated and alone. She longed for a companion who understood her completely, someone with whom she could share her deepest fears and wildest dreams. One day, as Nala prowled through the tall grass, she stumbled upon a lone lion named Simba. He was unlike any lion she had ever met. His mane as golden as the sun and his eyes as fierce as the flames that dance in the night sky. As they spoke beneath the twinkling stars, Nala felt a connection with Simba unlike anything she had ever experienced before. They shared their hopes and fears, their triumphs and failures, and in each other they found solace and understanding. But their love was not without its challenges. As the rulers of their respective prides, Nala and Simba faced opposition from those who sought to tear them apart. They endured trials and tribulations, weathering the storms that threatened to engulf them. Yet, through it all, their love remained steadfast and true. They stood by each other's side, facing the world together, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. As the storyteller's tale came to an end, Tinu felt a sense of peace wash over her. She realized that, like Nala, she couldn't expect to possess Collins entirely. Instead, she needed to embrace his compassionate nature and support him in his endeavors, knowing that their love would only grow stronger with each passing day. With newfound clarity and resolve, Tinu set out to find Collins, her heart overflowing with love and forgiveness. Together, they faced the challenges of village life hand in hand, knowing that their bond was unbreakable and their love everlasting. And so, in the heart of the African savannah, amidst the whispers of the wind and the rustle of the grass, Tinu and Collins' love story continued to unfold, a testament to the power of understanding, forgiveness, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Their first meeting was nothing short of magical, as they exchanged stories and shared laughter under the twinkling stars. In the bustling kingdom of Azura, nestled between the lush forests and the shimmering ocean, ruled King Kosi, a wise and just monarch, loved by his people. Despite his many successes, King Kosi carried a profound loneliness within his heart, yearning for a companion who would share his joys and sorrow. One fateful night, while strolling along the moonlit shores, King Kosi heard a melodious voice echoing over the waves. Intrigued, he followed the enchanting melody until he beheld a sight that took his breath away. A mesmerizing mermaid named Adaku, whose radiant beauty captivated him instantly. Their first meeting was nothing short of magical, as they exchanged stories and shared laughter under the twinkling stars. Despite the vast difference between their worlds, King Kosi and Adaku felt an undeniable connection that transcended boundaries. As their bond deepened, King Kosi and Adaku found themselves falling deeply in love, defying the norms and expectations of their respective societies. Their love was a beacon of hope and unity. Yet, it also sparked fear and uncertainty among the people of Azura. Rumors spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom, casting doubt on the king's judgment and loyalty to his people. His counselors and advisors urged him to forsake his love for the mermaid and choose a suitable queen from among the noble families of Azura. But King Kosi remained steadfast in his resolve, refusing to abandon the woman who had stolen his heart. He knew that true love was a rare gift, worth any sacrifice, and he vowed to stand by Adaku's side no matter the consequences. As the day of their wedding approached, King Kosi and Queen Adaku faced a series of trials and tribulations that tested the strength of their love and their commitment to each other. From political intrigue and sabotage attempts to natural disasters and supernatural forces, their path to happiness was fraught with obstacles at every turn. Yet, through it all, they stood together as equals, facing adversity with courage and resilience. Their love became a beacon of hope for the kingdom, inspiring the people to embrace acceptance and unity in the face of adversity. Despite the challenges they faced, King Kosi and Queen Adako remained unwavering in their devotion to each other, proving that love could conquer even the darkest of storms. On the day of their wedding, the entire kingdom of Azura gathered to witness the union of King Kosi and Queen Adako. As they exchanged vows before the gods and the ocean itself, a sense of peace and harmony settled over the land, uniting the people in celebration of love and acceptance. From that day forth, King Kosi and Queen Adako ruled Azura with wisdom, compassion, and boundless love, transforming their kingdom into a beacon of hope and prosperity for all. Their story became a timeless legend, inspiring future generations to follow their hearts and embrace love in all its forms. And though their journey was filled with challenges and sacrifices, King Kosi and Queen Adako's love remained as enduring and unbreakable as the ocean itself.